Lesson 32, Arranging Windows. In this lesson, we'll take a look at how to switch from workbook to workbook, both using the View tab and the faster shortcut key, how to quickly switch from worksheet to worksheet, how to see two workbooks side by side so you don't have to flip back and forth between them, and a new feature that was introduced in Excel 2003 called Synchronous Scrolling. I'll also show you how to see two worksheets side by side. Alright, so here we are in Excel 2007. I happen to have two workbooks open, and the way that I can see this is if I come to the View tab and choose Switch Windows, I'll see a list of all the workbooks that are open. Now, you may have noticed that this is one of the few icons that I've added to my Quick Access toolbar, so that way I don't have to come back to the View tab in order to see the list of windows. However, a much faster way to switch between open workbooks is to use the keyboard shortcut. Now, you probably know that Alt-Tab will switch from application to application to application to application to application. And of course, in Windows Vista, the Windows key in Tab will give you a very cool looking view of that. However, we're not here for cool, we're here for fast. And the fast way to switch between open workbooks is to hold down the Control key and press Tab. This will run you through all of the open workbooks. If you have many workbooks open, you can use Control-Shift-Tab to go backwards through the list. Alright, now here we have several different worksheets open in the same workbook. Again, we could go click on a sheet, but that requires you to grab the mouse and take it down to the bottom of the worksheet. If your hands are already on the keyboard, hold down the Control key and use Page Up or Page Down to very quickly move through the worksheets. Okay, so let's say that we need to compare some data on one workbook and the other workbook. Instead of switching back and forth between them, we can click the Arrange All button and choose Vertical. This will show both worksheets side by side, the first worksheet and the second worksheet, and provided the data that we need to see is here on the right, we can just key data on the left. Now, a brand new feature that they added in Excel 2003 is called View Side by Side with Synchronous Scrolling. You have to turn on side by side, and then synchronous scrolling is already turned on. Now, they switch us back to a horizontal view, but I'm going to arrange and choose vertical again. And now you'll notice when I scroll in the left workbook, the right workbook scrolls simultaneously. This is very cool. The first time I tried this, I was comparing an original document with a document that had been edited by one of our subsidiaries. And to my frustration, the second document, the edited document, had had a few new rows inserted. And so the synchronous scrolling was out of sync. But it was very easy to change that. I would turn off synchronous scrolling, come to the second workbook, and adjust so that way both data items were identical in both worksheets, and then turn on synchronous scrolling. And now, basically, row 11 and row 15 will be synchronized. Synchronous scrolling is a great feature. I'm not sure many people discovered it in Excel 2003, and frankly, here in this 800 pixel view, no one will ever discover what this icon means. Hopefully you're working on a larger, wider screen monitor where we can see words that say synchronous scrolling, and perhaps then people will be able to discover this cool feature. Of course, you know about it now because you've watched this lesson. Now, what if we need to see two worksheets side by side? So maybe I need to see January and February without switching back and forth between them. Well, right now I have only one workbook open, and on the View tab, I'm going to click New Window. You'll notice now that I'm in Lesson 031:2. Lesson 031:2. Well, what does the :2 mean? Well, what we've created now is we've actually created two views of the same workbook. They're virtual views. If I change one, it's changing the other, but it now allows me to use either compare side by side or arrange all vertical. And in the left worksheet, I can look at January. In the right view, I can look at February. and now see two different worksheets from the same workbook. The frustrating thing with using this functionality is it tends to stick around forever. If I would save this workbook and open it a few weeks later, I'm still going to have the :2 view out there. In order to close the :2 view, you have to press this X. This X says close, but it actually means close window, and it will close that second view of the workbook without closing the first view. I'll now maximize this, and I'm back to a normal state. Well, there you have it. Fast ways to switch between open workbooks, open worksheets, how to see two workbooks side by side with synchronous scrolling even, and the trick that is fairly difficult, how to see two worksheets side by side. I hope you found that helpful, and thanks for watching.
Looking to advance your career by acquiring new skills? Tired of expensive off-site training programs? Wish you could learn from the best instructors in the industry? Look no further than live lessons. Self-paced, personal video instruction by the world's leading technology publishers. Each live lesson comes with a DVD featuring 3 to 4 hours of instructor-led classroom training, sample program code that allows you to work along with your personal instructor, and an example-rich study guide. Live lessons allow you to watch the entire course from start to finish, or navigate directly to any of the individual lessons. You'll literally watch over the shoulder of your instructor as he shows you how to build state-of-the-art applications. Live lessons, the power of the world's leading technology experts at your fingertips. To learn more, visit mylivelessons.com today.